In the ever-evolving landscape of electronic dance music, one artist has been able to fast-track his way into mainstream popularity unlike anyone else. If you've been in the dance scene, chances are you've watched the rise of Illenium. Illenium has become one of the biggest names in dance music, landing headlining slots at festivals, playing tours across continents, and collaborating with the likes of Excision, Said the Sky, The Chainsmokers, and Avril Lavigne. His fast track into mainstream popularity can't be missed. Today, we'll delve into the remarkable rise of Illenium. Born Nicholas D. Miller in Downers Grove, Illinois, Illenium began producing music in 2008, while a student at University of Colorado at Denver. It wasn't until a bass show at Red Rocks in 2012 that convinced Miller to start producing seriously. His early remixes of tracks from Florence and the Machine, Lana Del Rey, Odessa, Galantis, and Cascade caught the attentions of fans, showcasing his ability to blend melodic dubstep and emotional, heartfelt lyrics. In February of 2016, he released his debut album, Ashes, featuring 10 songs, including With You, which features Quinn 92. The album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Top Dance Electronic Albums chart. He later released an album of Ashes remixes and embarked on his Ashes tour in the US. It was not long before Illenium's remixes gained traction online, garnering millions of views and setting the stage for his rise to stardom. Around this time, he released remixes of songs by the Chainsmokers and Flume. His remix of Don't Let Me Down by the Chainsmokers had been streamed over 60 million times on SoundCloud before the end of 2016, and was the most played remix on SoundCloud in 2018, with over 101 million streams. As Illenium's popularity soared, he caught the attention of some of the biggest names in electronic dance music. Collaborations with artists like the Chainsmokers, Griffin, Excision, and Zed's Dead helped catapult him into mainstream, exposing his music to new audiences. In early 2017, he released Fractures and Feel Good with Griffin. Both charted. That same year, he released his collab with Zed's Dead, Where the Wild Things Are. In September, he released his second album, Awake, featuring 13 tracks. Awake became his first album to chart on the Billboard 200 at 106. Later in 2017, he went on the Awake tour, frequently joined by Said the Sky and Dabin. In 2018, he released 3 collabs that charted: Don't Give Up on Me with Kill the Noise, Gold with Excision, and Goddammit with Call Me Charisma. Later that same year, his remix of Halsey's Without Me won the award for the best remix at the International Dance Music Awards in 2019. In 2019, he collaborated with the Chainsmokers for Takeaway, which they debuted during their Ultra set. In May, he released Good Things Fall Apart. Both singles remained Illenium's highest placements on the Hot Dance Electronic Songs chart at number 3 as of September 2019. These collaborations not only showcased his versatility as a producer, but solidified his position as a driving force in the EDM scene. Later in May of 2019, Illenium and Equally debuted Hard to Say Goodbye during EDC Las Vegas. His music video for Takeaway dropped in July and garnered over 6 million views in the first 3 days. In August, he released his third album, Ascend, which included 17 tracks and includes tracks with Blanky, Ex-Ambassadors, Said the Sky, and the Chainsmokers. This was his first album to reach number 1 on the Billboard Top Dance Electronic Albums chart, and also reached his highest peak on the Billboard 200 at number 14. These collaborations don't stop there. In early 2020, he released his collab with Excision called Feel Something. In October of 2020, he released Paper Thin with Tom DeLonge, and 2 months later, he released Hearts on Fire with Dabin. In 2021, he debuted 3 new singles while playing at Ubbi Dubbi: an unreleased collab with Slander and Cruella titled Lay It Down, a collab with Excision and Haleen titled In My Mind, and Sideways, a collab with producer Nurko. On July 16th of 2021, Illenium released his 4th studio album, Fallen Embers, with 14 songs. In addition to those songs just mentioned, he includes collabs with Ian Dior and Said the Sky. This album earned Illenium his first Grammy Award nomination for Best Dance Electric Album and has amassed over 400 million streams on Spotify as of December 2021. In April 2023, Illenium released his 5th self-titled studio album, Illenium, which reached number 42 on the Billboard 200 charts. This album features the single Eyes Wide Shut, a collaboration with Avril Lavigne and Travis Barker. Other collabs on the album include Teddy Swims, All Time Low, and Skylar Grey. He then embarked on this 37-date tour spanning North America, Europe, and Australia. The producers spent months painstakingly designing the tour. The 27-show North American leg of the tour, which cost nearly $9 million to produce, saw Illenium performing arenas, stadiums, and amphitheaters, a feat only a few names in electronic dance music have been able to reach. On June 17th, he played a hometown show called Trilogy Colorado at Denver's Empower Field at Mile High, a stadium with a capacity of over 76,000. It was his largest concert to date and the largest EDM headliner event in U.S. history. A pivotal element of Illenium's rise is his innovative approach to live performances, epitomized by his trilogy shows, which are set up as an immersive narrative experience. These shows are structured into 3 distinct parts, each representing a phase of his career. The first concert introduces fans to the beginning of his musical career, setting the stage with his early tracks and the raw, passionate energy that characterized his initial foray into music. As the series progresses, each show layers more complexity into the musical story, blending older hits with new innovations. This progression isn't just about showcasing growth, it's about bringing fans along a journey, allowing them to experience the evolution of Illenium firsthand. This format broke the mold of typical concerts, transforming them into dynamic storytelling events where the music and the moments are shared collectively. With a combination of electrifying visuals, powerful bass drops, absolutely gut-wrenching melodies, and a whole lot of pyrotechnics, Illenium manages to create a unique, immersive experience at his live performances that very few artists can replicate. Perhaps it's this emotional connection that has Illenium fans hooked around the world, cementing his status as one of the most captivating artists in the industry. His music dives deep into emotions, creating songs that aren't just meant for dancing, but for feeling. This emotional depth in his music really connects with fans on a personal level. Along with making his beats, he is creating stories that his listeners can relate to. What truly makes Illenium unique is how he uses his music to build that strong connection with his audience. While other artists may focus on catchy hooks, social media buzz, or mysterious personas, Illenium's focus is on emotion and storytelling, inviting fans to not just listen to his music, but to feel it deeply. This connection is what makes fans come back to his music over and over again. Another thing that sets Illenium apart is his cross-genre appeal. While deeply rooted in EDM, his music transcends traditional boundaries, drawing influences from pop, rock, and indie music. Miller's upbringing listening to early 2000s pop punk and rock heavily influences his work and his choice of collaborators. This broad appeal has allowed Illenium to attract listeners from diverse musical backgrounds, allowing him to expand his fan base beyond the confines of just EDM and into the mainstream. From a college student in Denver remixing tracks in his dorm room to his verified status as a Grammy-nominated global sensation, Illenium's journey is a testament to the power of grit and creativity, and his ability to push the boundaries on how we traditionally think about electronic dance music. As he continues to rise to the top, one thing is clear: he shows no signs of slowing down. For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Perfect EDM.